So I'm just supposed to be alone for the rest of my life?
No, you're supposed to get your own freaking place.
Well, it looks like Charlie Sheen's 2.5 Men character, Charlie Harper, is actually going to lose his own place, maybe even more. There are brand new reports today from TMZ that Charlie Sheen's character is going to be killed off the show. Oh, no. I can only imagine these conversations that are going on with the writers of 2.5 Men. They must be having a good time with this. So how should they write off Charlie Sheen after all of his antics that got him fired from the hit show? With me right now in New York, Sean Kanan. Sean plays the ruthless and scheming Deacon Sharp on The Young and the Restless. Right now in Hollywood, Carlise Burke. Carlise is a comedian. All right, guys, if these reports are true and Charlie Sheen's character really is going to be killed off the show, the question is, how should it be done? Sean, I'm thinking, bring one of the goddesses in. They both left him at this point. Why not mix reality and TV at the same time?
I'm all for that. I mean, listen, I think this must be every employer's fantasy to kill their unruly employees, you know? But I mean, I come from daytime, so death doesn't necessarily mean death. I mean, you know, the next week it could be your evil twin coming in, but I guess in Charlie's case it would be his good twin. But
yeah, I mean, even on soaps, you know, sometimes somebody will be beheaded and then somehow they miraculously return.
That actually happened to The Bold and the Beautiful when I was working there, and they put it back on and she came back to work.
I'm glad to see she's all in one piece. Who knows how it's going to happen to Charlie, but sources are telling TMZ that they are kicking around the idea that Charlie's character is going to drive off a cliff, and I'm thinking, perfect, because Charlie obviously seems to have done that a few times in real life. Carlise, is that the way to go, or do you perhaps have another brilliant idea up your sleeve? I'd love to hear it.
Well, I think they should keep with that thought of him driving off a cliff, but he doesn't die. He suffers amnesia. He has to have major reconstructive surgery, and he comes back looking like Ashton Kutcher.
That's actually a pretty good idea, because obviously people are trying to figure out, well, how do you write Ashton all of a sudden into the show? Ashton, of course, is Charlie Sheen's replacement.